All right, so Ethan Klein of the huge YouTube channel H3H3, you know, the Fupa Lord himself, Papa Bless, he created Vape Nation. He recently came out and said that Amazon FBA and essentially drop shipping is a scam.
Amazon has an existential crisis on its hands. They are not vetting the sellers, and they slap the Amazon Prime on it, which makes it look official. But all these scammers are reselling Chinese knockoffs, cheap or even fake products.
So even though he didn't directly call Amazon FBA and drop shipping a scam, he essentially was talking about Amazon FBA, and in turn, it has the same implications for drop shipping. I doubt he even knows what Amazon FBA or drop shipping even is, and most people don't. And you know, just him saying something alone doesn't mean, you know, drop shipping's dead or anything like that. But more and more people, especially public figures, are starting to come out and talk about the dangers of shopping online and getting crap online, essentially from Chinese knockoffs. So this does have implications for the future of drop shipping, and it will eliminate a lot of drop shippers. I want to make sure that you're on the right side of this and you know how to actually come out on top and take advantage of this. What's going on, guys? I'm Braden Wuerch. If this is your first time to my channel, make sure to hit subscribe. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. Alright guys, so I've been a long-time fan of H3H3. I've watched them for years. They put out great content. If you haven't watched any of their stuff, I'll leave a link to the video I showed earlier down below. Definitely go check them out, especially Vape Nation. But yeah, so he went ahead and he essentially was calling out people who sell Chinese knockoffs and Chinese products online, that they are scam. Definitely watch the full video. He goes into depth on it and talks about how Amazon has a crisis with it and all of that. But it's more and more telling as more and more people come out and do this. I've seen quite a few YouTubers recently that aren't in the entrepreneur space at all, not in e-commerce, and they're complaining about essentially people creating e-commerce stores, selling Chinese products. They're talking about drop shippers, and then people selling crap on Amazon FBA. So there's ways to actually use this to your advantage, because there's going to be a lot of e-commerce stores, Amazon FBA, a lot of people that could take a hit. And you know, there could be something down the line that, you know, prohibits us from, you know, creating stores around Chinese knockoffs drop shipping. I doubt it, and if it did come along, it'd probably take, you know, a few years. But what's happening is that if you're wanting to sell in the big five in the first world countries, you're going to need to go ahead and start adapting, because there are changes coming along. If you're selling worldwide, which is what I teach to go ahead and scale horizontally around the globe, then you'll at least be okay with those other countries for right now. But for the big five, if you want to keep selling in the United States and the UK, you need to do these few things. Customers are starting to catch on that, you know, if they go ahead and make a purchase online, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a good product. It could be a crap product, and then they go ahead and they slaughter you in social medias, reviews, everything like that, and it'll destroy your brand. So we're going to talk about how to actually survive this, but not only survive, thrive during this time and adapt in the right way so you can keep selling in the big five and around the globe to make huge, huge, huge numbers. So first is what I always talk about: you need to have a brand. Brand is by far the most important. Gone are the days of just throwing up a general store, putting up decent or winning products and hoping they sell. You know, there's going to be a few general stores that do pass the test of time, but that's because they've had time to go ahead and build up a brand presence. They've actually turned a general store into somewhat of a brand, just like Walmart has done and all of that. But there's going to be very, very few new general stores that pop up and are very, very successful. It can still be done right now, and it'll be done for a little bit, but it's becoming harder and harder and harder. Now, what I highly suggest, and what is the key, is having a brand. The best way to go ahead and do this is start a mid-level niche store and then niche down from there. Niche down once you go ahead and you find what's really, really working, or keep it at a mid-level niche if you go ahead and you build the brand in that way. But branding is the key. If you go ahead and you have the solid brand set up, you're going to be able to pass the test of time, and you're going to be able to essentially not have the feeling of cheap Chinese knockoffs like other stores will have. It's going to be easier and easier and easier to sell the more powerful your brand becomes, and it's going to be harder and harder and harder for those that don't have a brand set up to sell. So getting in right now, starting your brand right now is perfect timing. And this works out great for you because you're going to be able to go ahead and surpass, you know, all the negativity that is coming with Chinese products. So number 2, and this is an obvious one, having good quality products. So, you know, I still sell through China. I don't have American suppliers. If you want to go ahead and have American suppliers, UK suppliers, whoever, you can go ahead and do that. And your quality is probably going to be a little bit better for some products. For some products, it might not. My products, though, that I sell from AliExpress are very, very good quality. They're what I would consider American quality, or what the UK would expect, or anything like that. And on my best store, the store that I've had for 9 months now, almost done $600,000 in revenue, the products on there are curated in a very specific way, and they've got great, great quality. I've ordered the products. They've got amazing quality, in my opinion, and I get amazing, amazing reviews and so many repeat customers. If you want to go ahead and have a very, very powerful back end, which that's, you know, really, really the key to huge, huge, huge long-term success, you need a good back end. The front end's only going to take you so far. You need good products. If you don't have good products, your back end's going to be dead. Your email list is not going to matter, anything like that. You're not going to have repeat customers. You need to have good products. So, you know, in the very beginning when starting, I don't suggest you go ahead and you order all your products. You know, that would be expensive, and you don't know which products are decent or winning products yet. Go ahead, look through the reviews on AliExpress, you know, look at the reviews of the supplier, choose good ones, and then be testing products. Once you find decent or winning products, go ahead and order that product for yourself, find out if it is good quality, and then not only that, take professional pictures and videos for your ads and for on your store. This will go ahead and boost up the brand presence, and give you a huge amount of uniqueness from all the other drop shippers trying to use the same product. You'll essentially have taken that product over as your own, and you can be one of the only sellers of it. And this is one way that I've really been able to essentially pass the test of time with my stores. Is I go ahead and I create my own professional pictures, my own professional videos, all of that, and it just adds to the brand validity. Number 3, and this kind of goes along with having good products. Once you find out that you have good or decent products, winning products, think about private labeling. Take some of your profits, because it doesn't take that much money to go ahead and invest in your own inventory. If you find out that, you know, a cheap pair of Chinese sunglasses are selling really well, why don't you go ahead and private label your own product, put your own brand on, you know, a very, very similar pair of sunglasses, because you know there's already a market for it and that it sells well, and you know how to market it with ads. Why don't you go ahead and make your own? Your profit margin is going to go up even higher, and now you can control the customer experience even more with your own packaging. Your own brand is on it, all of that, and that'll go ahead and you will be able to crush it for years and years and years to come if you start thinking that way. Now, if you don't want a private label, you just want to stick to drop shipping, that's completely fine. You can do that too. But with this, you really need to focus on having the good brand. You need to, you know, focus on the logo, focus on the name, focus on the design of your store. Everything needs to come together to have a really, really good brand feel. But then also you need to focus on the products, having good quality products that don't have that Chinese knockoff feel to it. If you have that and you don't feel like a scammer, you feel like a legit brand, a legit e-commerce store, you guys will be able to kill it. So I wanted to bring this video to you guys today. I saw that video by H3H3 on their podcast, and you know, I'm seeing it come about more and more, that more and more people are talking about this and talking about buying crap off of Amazon, eBay, and even e-commerce Shopify stores. So I want you guys to be able to use this to your advantage rather than get caught up in the wave of essentially being labeled, you know, a Chinese knockoff store or a scam or anything like that, because you guys don't have to. And you know, this is not going to come out immediately, so don't be scared or anything like that that this is going to have a huge effect, but more and more people are aware of this, especially in the first world countries. So definitely be thinking about that. But if you found any value in this, guys, please leave me a like down below. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave in the comments, you know, if you've got any questions about drop shipping, e-commerce period, creating your own brand, or you just want to chat about H3H3, leave a comment down below. I love talking with you guys. But keep grinding, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.